Now, Bibi Akodo wa Oye Angel FM. One particular journalist that offered Oye Tanko, Mr. Tanko. Our cast maybe about the NDC, about Ghana for in history now. They my NDC for both some because at least wabo honyi pa obiane nyaji. All of a sudden, asamne dani. Odani or can about NPP and not knowing Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And all of a sudden, the msembo na the applause was the money na fi NDC for AJ. Na fi the NPP for afi women away so. And it was a very funny one. Sometimes the nyima asemi from the beginning you may think it's for you, but able we don't have some wadan from your put my from a kuska. But once I share video, share. No business and video. Now we are can say or this particular video.
Yankasa me to aba me di mani di amanyoso bechi no na Junior Jesus JJ Rollins ye be hu na mamuo
Yeah.
ye hu ne nsa ho adwuma de JJ Rollins ye
Good.
JJ Rollins call ya omampani dada John Ajekum Kufo nso bae ye be hu John Ajekum Kufo enso ensa no adwuma
Yeah.
JJ in the last 8 years no ye bad to democratic rule no ye nyina me di mani hu bi me hu John Ajekum dia wo Kufo de John Ajekum dia wo Kufo call ya Professor John Evans Fifi Atamils bae manim me hu Fifi Atamils nsa ho adwuma manim me hu bi wono nso call ya John Dramani Mahama bae manim me hu bi hu adwuma John Dramani Mahama so ye wono nso call ya de otizo zesi akare kakra bi ama wono so akoyi na na danko Akufo Addo wono so abai na adwuma a oye ye nsoro ye ho ye ha ye hwe ye hu de ekoso Elizabeth akaza the majority part of na mamu ye hu because akabe 3 months na mamu no eba na wi anisa ni akoto aba yi omompani foforo e wo ye mamu ha na we japani the American say machini Ghana pa. For example, last week in particular, machini Ghana.
Okay.
This week is we be anyame adwa message Ghana.
That's right.
Now, Abuzapani, there's something that keeps ringing a bell or a year visible, a year and yadie. Yeah, when you boss one woman.
Okay.
You need nobody to tell you, say that here.
Okay.
The rate at which this government is developing our road sector. Road construction under this government is unprecedented.
Okay.
Believe me or not.
Good.
But me Kwame Tanko the mahu and America.
Now, Kwame Tanko about you kakra. No, I wouldn't want to make the video too long this time around. I just want it to be something short. Now, yes, share Ghana for some work. Now, as some Kwame Tanko, okay, it's very clear. It's very clear. But yes, share as to the NDC Fubinum, NPP Fubinum, what it to man. Now, obviously, honestly, this government has started many roads, any other governments. Yet none is complete. The chede, more pache Obviously, the monies have started hitting the account. I guess he visited another Ghana on Saturday. It is possible. Obviously, I'm voting for John Dramani Mahama, but for roads, the government has done massively well. But they told us in 2016 that we don't eat roads. Phew! I am voting for John Dramani Mahama, but as for roads, this NPP government has done massively well. That is it. That is it. All right. Also, all those roads started by JDM. Okay. Well, it was good for him. But Nana is finishing because he has vision. He said all those roads are. It was all started by John Dramani Mahama. Then you replying there. Well, it is good for John Dramani Mahama. But Nana Danko Akufo-Addo is finishing all of them because Nana Danko Akufo-Addo has vision. Obviously, we have John attached to the name of all of our presidents. Why do you change John to Addo? No wonder Addo has shown us he is the odd one. Obviously, talk about the amount of money that came to this government. Obviously, I always say this election is about mature people analyzing what they've seen through the regimes to vote, not about emotions. Good thing is we all know Mr. Mahama so we can objectively compare. Business, it is possible. I don't think we live in Ghana. Truth is truth. God bless you. The truth is bitter and Anado is the best. Now, with all of these comments, you can see one particular thing there. Even the NDC people are making it clear there. Even though they, ABI, we would vote for any candidate, but as some other candidate, because what's the why? You see one thing. And it's supposed to say, Abanibi Jebosa, on fire, Yashia. Now, say, even the NDC people, the NDC grassroots are admitting that, okay, young kind of wrote the why roots Ankasa more than any other government. No, cheddar, they admitting they wrote the why Ankasa. This is not coming from me. This is just a comment section. From me, I forgot to my because share video, no share.
It's quite irritating for somebody like me who has seen a lot of young people. Look, there was one time I was in the bank. This young guy walked in. You can obviously tell he's doing a legitimate business that is doing well per all his documentation. We need a collateral because when we go into the credit scoring system that is in Ghana by Dun and Bradstreet and all the other credit scoring system, you cannot see enough information for you to tell whether this person is credit worthy. And so there are young people who have started businesses and they cannot expand because we want you to bring car documents. Just recently, I introduced somebody who is a millionaire in Ghana, who at this point is waiting for some of his buyers from Germany to come and buy his produce. But at the same time, he needs to protect his produce in Ghana, and so he needs financing. And the bank is saying, bring all your tracks, the car documents. And this is somebody who has forgotten some of his car documents with even some of the buyers. Now this person is stranded. With a proper credit scoring system, this man would have simply gotten credit. Why is this so difficult for people to understand? And then you have people like Efia Odo come to misinform people. It's an issue of financial literacy. Do you know how many companies are failing to come and invest in Africa because they know that the people in Africa cannot afford their services and products? So if we have a credit system, you can afford certain things. As a young person, for instance, you are done with school, you want to start a company. You're 21 years old, you're 21 year old, you need to buy a machine that costs $900 to be able to start your pure water factory business. And now you're thinking you have to work for 3 years, 4 years in order for you to get that money. But with a proper credit scoring system, we know that your credit score is, say, 600. You are credit worthy, so we can give you that machine and you pay that machine in bits. How is this so difficult? You don't need to be an NPP to support this. You need to be somebody who supports the betterment of the country. Support the idea. You don't need to support Bawumia. You need to support the idea and say that, well, even if we don't like Bawumia, we want you, Mahama, or you, Cheddar, to do it. But we have people fighting against credit scoring system. And you're listening to people like Efiodo, who probably doesn't even understand anything about finance. You want salaries to get better. But also we need to have a competitive environment. Young people need to be able to expand their businesses. And when they expand, more employment is created. When more income comes to the people, more revenue goes back to the government. And that's how government is able to have more money in terms of income and build better roads and do all sort of things. Then she goes ahead to say that there are doctors in the US who are getting paid $100,000. Bro, do you know how much medical bills cost in the US? Spend 2 nights, just 2 nights in emergency ward. 2 nights. You're coming back home with a bill of $31,000. And yes, will be say, me na me say, you come back home with $30,000 bill. And that is how the hospital is able to afford those kind of salaries. It doesn't mean that also the salaries that doctors are getting in Ghana is also good. That's not what it means. But it also means that it's a work in progress. So you cannot compare oranges to mangoes. For me, I'm very passionate about this topic because of what I saw in Ghana and what I see in the US. Day in, day out, I'm speaking to 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds who are buying trucks in the US through credit. And so within 1 year, he's able to buy a whole building and go into real estate through credit. And we have people in Ghana saying it's not good. Oh my goodness. And the fact that you're giving credit doesn't mean
Now, Demra, they may be out no. I bring in nothing but the truth. I bring you facts back to back content. Now, but mazana share video, share. Don't be students and cover the new year. Share what your comment section. But from Yafa, what my from a kuska. I'm a crowd. Let's